I'm Kyle with Fundamentals of Finance, and today is the next video on key jobs in the investment industry. Today we'll be discussing the one you're most likely to interact with at some point in your life, a financial advisor. Other words for this might be financial planner or stockbroker, although that last one is a relic from the 80s that you'll seldom hear used anymore. In this video, we'll dive into what a financial advisor does, how much they make, what their career progression can be, and how you can break into the business. Then, in addition to those areas, which I'll be covering for all of the videos in this series, I'll also include a section on how to go about hiring one, since this is the only one of these jobs that works directly with individual investors like you, and a lot more people will end up hiring one than becoming one in their lifetimes. So let's get started. The role of a financial advisor has evolved a lot over time, which is why they aren't really called stockbrokers anymore. Back in the day, they used to make a lot of cold calls and get people to buy individual stocks for a commission, like a financial salesperson. Think Wolf of Wall Street, but with a lot less wild partying and financial fraud. Nowadays, financial advisors mostly work off fees instead of commissions, and they do a lot more than sell people stocks. In fact, most of them don't even sell individual stocks anymore because that's not really where their value is. A financial advisor is there to help people get their financial health in order. That means taking an overall look at all of their investments, insurance, savings, etc., and helping people build a plan to meet their unique financial goals. Largely, they do what I will be teaching people how to do for themselves through this channel. Becoming a financial advisor is fairly easy. Becoming a successful one is not. You can actually become a financial advisor right out of college, or after a long career in something totally unrelated. It would help to have a degree in something finance related, some sort of sales experience, and some basic investment knowledge. But none of that is necessarily required. The hardest part about becoming a successful financial advisor is building people's trust, especially if you're young. That's why having good coaches or mentors along the way to help you develop is absolutely crucial to your success. Many of the most successful financial advisors work on teams of 2 or 3. And the best way to get the support you need to become successful is to join one of those teams. There are 2 basic ways to do this. The best way would be to join in a financial advisor training program at one of the big firms like UBS, Merrill, Morgan Stanley, Wells Fargo, or Edward Jones. There are others, and which firm doesn't really matter that much. It's more about the likelihood of being placed on a team when you finish your training. These programs will teach you some basics and also give you resources to help you with your licensing exams, which you'll need to pass in order to legally sell securities in the US. These are difficult but doable for most people in a couple months if you're dedicated to your studying. If you can go through a basic training program and then become a junior member of a team when you finish, you'll not only have the mentorship you need to be successful, but you'll probably have more time to develop than if you were simply put out there right away on your own, which would basically mean become successful quickly or starve, because you probably won't earn a salary for very long. The second way would be to start as an assistant or analyst on a team. You want to be a financial advisor yet, but you'd be on a team, you'd be able to get your licenses, and either that team or another one in the office would likely hire you as a junior member within a couple years. If you do make it as a financial advisor, it can be an extremely rewarding career. Most advisors make a percentage of their clients' assets, usually somewhere around 1%. They're not waiting for anyone to give them a raise or a promotion. The sky is the limit. Bring in more wealthy clients, make more money. Now, depending on what firm an advisor works for, they usually won't get to keep all of that revenue. It'll usually be more like 40% at the beginning, with the company keeping 60% to cover office expenses, compliance, and all that other fun stuff. The financial advisor's percentage usually goes up as they become more successful, sometimes to over 50%. Let's say they manage $50 million of client assets, which I would characterize as a moderately successful advisor. If they charge 1%, that's $500,000 a year of revenue. And if they keep 40% of that, they'd be making $200,000 a year. Solid income. Now, some financial advisors manage more like $1 billion, in which case they could easily make millions of dollars per year. This is at the high end, but as a financial advisor, that is attainable. And for someone who didn't go to a prestigious school, this is one of the best jobs you can get if you want the potential to make that kind of money. There's one other path, which is easier to be successful, but has less earnings potential. And that's to become a financial advisor at a bank. They'll often have an established book of business already, maybe 20 million to 50 million, and a massive list of potential clients who come to the bank with big deposits and don't know what to do with it. That being said, they're often a lot more limited in what they can do and sometimes have lower payout percentages than they'd have at other places. So getting to $1 million a year of earnings will be a lot less likely. Now, if you don't want to become a financial advisor, but just want to hire one, I'll say this. The most important thing is that you can find one you can trust. There are lots of bad financial advisors out there. But on the flip side, there are lots of ways to build you a successful financial plan. None of them have the one single right answer. That doesn't exist. So of course, no bias here. I tell you it'll cost you a lot less to just stick with this channel and learn how to invest for yourself. But if you need complicated personal advice, Hiring a financial advisor is a good option, and finding someone you can trust who you think has your best interest at heart is the most important thing. To wrap it up, a financial advisor is a fantastic career path that is fairly easy to start in, but difficult to succeed in, and very rewarding for those who can. This video is part of a series about investing careers. I've already covered getting a CFA versus getting an MBA, and my next video in the series will be about working as an investment banker. Beyond that, I've also put out videos on how to spot some of the lies insurance salesmen will tell you, which you can see here, and how much you should pay a financial advisor, which you can see here. So make sure you're subscribed and click the bell so you don't miss it. And if you want to learn the 9 habits you need to be a successful investor, check out the link below in the description. And if you have any questions, please let me know, and I will see you in the next video.